102.7 Kiss FM. It's time for Ryan's Roses. So here's the deal. Audrey writes from West Covina, my dog keeps trying to go to the neighbor's house. She thinks that's a problem. So Audrey, thanks for coming on.
Hi.
So your dog keeps trying to go to your neighbor's house. What's the problem? What do you think's happening there?
I don't know exactly, but like whenever I take him for a walk and we pass the house, he starts to go up to the front door. And the only reason this makes me suspicious is because my husband works from home and there is a very attractive woman that lives there. And I've checked our Ring doorbell, and sometimes my husband takes our dog on very long walks. And I mean, our dog likes walks, but he's not super athletic. And also he's old, so it's hard to tell, but also my husband gets really dressed up when he goes on these walks, which he never does because he works from home. He's kind of a slob.
Connecting the dots, you think that he's spending time with her and your dog knows she's there and your dog's going over there to say hi, get some love.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's like familiar with her, yes.
Okay. Do you know that woman's name, your neighbor?
I don't.
Oh.
How long have you been married?
We've been married for about 8 years now.
And how long has she been your neighbor?
Probably about maybe a year.
All right. I don't need to know much here. This sounds like we need. Hang on one second, Audrey. I think we've heard situations like this before. Is, partner working from home, messing around with neighbor. I mean, that's kind of what this is when you boil it down. Let me tell you, it's Ryan's Roses right now. If you just got here, we're about to call Audrey's husband. They have a dog. He works from home. The dog keeps going to the neighbor's front door. Audrey says there's an attractive woman that lives there. She thinks that the dog's just going to say hi to somebody the dog sees on a lot when Audrey's away. Could be.
So we think that her husband is going to the neighbor's house with the dog and then cheating on his wife there with the dog there?
That's what Audrey's saying.
Okay.
What do you think the dog's going to tell?
I just think it's weird. If you're already doing something bad, like, why do you have to include your dog?
Well, just want to leave it home alone.
One second, Audrey. Does your dog in the room when you and Michael? Are you and Michael?
No, we need them out of the room.
Tanya?
Yeah, we do.
You do it with her in there?
A lot, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
Poor Sonny. Poor Georgia.
I mean, in theory. All right, let's get to Audrey.
In theory.
Audrey, we're about to make the call.
Okay.
I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call your husband's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
All right, be very quiet. Let's see if we can find out, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
This is Frank.
Hi, Frank. My name is Miranda. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
I'm calling from the Fresh Florist. We're actually a local flower shop and offering residents in the area a promotion today. Now, before you hang up, this is a free dozen red roses that you could send to anybody that you'd like. We don't need cash. We don't need credit card info. We don't need anything from you, just the name of the person that you want to send the flowers to.
You know what? I really don't feel comfortable.
Are you
doing
sure?
this.
It'll take 2 seconds. They can have them by lunchtime today. We have pink, white, or red roses that you can choose from. They're absolutely free, like I said. Just the name of the person that you'd want to send them to.
Yeah, no, I totally appreciate it. I'm not interested. I really don't trust this kind of stuff,
Please, if you just give me the name, you don't want to brighten up anybody's day. You're like the 5th person that's hung up on me, so you'd be really helping me out at this point.
I'm sorry. I can't really, I'm just... Yeah,
Frank, don't worry. Don't hang up still. My name is Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have your wife, Audrey, on the line. Let me just tell you, we're calling about a situation in your marriage, Frank. Your wife is concerned that you're having an affair. You may be having an affair with the woman who lives on your street. Are you going over to see this woman when your wife is not there while you're working from home?
You know what? I'm completely lost by this whole thing. I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Audrey, do you want to tell Frank what happened?
Well, Frank, I just noticed that our dog is very familiar with the neighbor all the time. And why do you go on an hour-long walk with the dog?
Well, I like to get some exercise. I mean, I work from home, and it's nice to get out and get some fresh air. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that, right?
Are you stopping up at the neighbor's house?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Never.
Well,
You've never, ever gone to the neighbor's house?
No. And I don't know why the dog goes there. Maybe she has a dog or a cat or gave him a treat one time. I mean, honestly, dogs do weird. So this is totally crazy, totally bizarre.
So, Frank, your wife
of
thinks
course.
that you're cheating on her. Do you know that? That's what we're saying to you.
I do, but you know what? Like I said, this is completely bizarre, and I don't know why wouldn't you just ask me instead of doing this on the radio? This is embarrassing, and I got to say that her behavior,
You're not gonna tell me the
it
truth.
just works. It's like
I'm
nothing's
not
ever
going
your
to say,
fault.
yes, I'm cheating on you if I ask you.
Look, I'm definitely not cheating, but I mean, just because you never want to have sex anymore doesn't mean I'm sleeping with a neighbor. It just means I'm a man who.
Oh, my God.
Okay, you don't need to talk to her that way, Frank.
Yeah, maybe take a bath.
Well,
Like,
know
you
what?
only get dressed up to walk the dog. If you want to have sex, get dressed up for me then.
So now we're getting to a root issue here.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like there's some complacency factors.
Oh, just a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe, maybe we should, Frank, Audrey, take a step back and talk about those things you just said to us on your own and figure out why you're in that place, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'm done being embarrassing myself and putting all our business out there. So you know where to find me, and
Okay, well, Frank and Audrey, thank you for coming on. Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay, I have some thoughts.
I mean,
We see that they have some issues. They're not intimate, and he's not he's not like making an effort, it sounds like.
right.
So
Or he
that may
smells
be
really bad.
That may be where we are.
A little toxic. I don't like the way they spoke to each other.
They're in a bad place.
Ah.
All right, so let's go back to Ryan's Roses. Audrey thought that Frank, her husband, was going to see the neighbor while he was working from home because the dog kept going over to the neighbor's house. There's an attractive woman that lives there. Tanya and Sisney think he's not cheating. They've just sort of given up on each other. He said they're not having sex, and she said he's not bathing. So what takes you to that place?
I
And where
didn't
do you
like
go?
the jabs at each other. Like they're just so angry at each
But
other.
they're
It seems-
holding back these little things that they need to talk about so that they don't have jabs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I believe he's not cheating.
What do you think?
It's not so clear to me. You guys made it think you're so clear about it. It's not so clear to me that he's not because, again, I just didn't get enough. I don't think from him.
Okay.
Tara, what do you think? You heard that? Do you believe him?
Yeah, no, not at all. I don't believe him for like a single second. My dog knows her route. Like she has it memorized. You know what I mean? She knows where to turn every single time. I don't even have to guide her. Dogs are smart, and it's a total red flag that he gets dressed up for the walk, but doesn't get dressed up like any other time. I don't know. And then when he turned it around on her, that's textbook cheater right there. And he just, I don't know. He didn't even seem phased that your wife is sitting here telling you she's afraid you're cheating. That's a huge deal. And he was so I don't know. I don't believe him for a second. I think they really need some help.
I side more with Tara
Yeah.
than you guys.
I see that.
I don't know. I really think they need some help. That's what they need. They need to it seems like they have other issues even besides this. So, but
Yeah, that's right. I think you're right. They need to back it up a little bit and find out what these issues are, where they're coming from.
Right.
It's coming from not
yeah.
having sex.
Tara, thank you very much. You think it boils down to that?
It really does. You have to be intimate.
But a lot
with
of
your
couples
partner.
just sort of slow down in that department because they're busy,
And
tired.
if you do, you got to ramp it back up.
But you've been busy and tired, and you're just like, you know what?
1,000%.
I'm not
And
down.
after kids and being pregnant, I mean, Michael and I have had so many dry spells I can't even count. But it's like the minute we pick it back up, it's when stuff just starts falling into place again. It's just reality. It's you have to work at your marriage. You can't just like pretend like you're not being intimate and then it's going to fix itself.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about you guys when you're 60, 70, 80.
Oh my gosh, we think about that too. And like the kids are going to be growing and we're just going to be like traveling the world and
where are you
be
going?
like, I don't know, anywhere. But just be like in a different country and then like be like, oh, kids, you guys can stop by and visit us in Spain.
You're not doing mornings at 74 here?
74? Probably not. Are you?
No. I don't think so.
No.
But it kind of be cool. I mean, think if you were 70 on Kiss. That's kind of not all of a sudden so old. It's cool.
But maybe by then we can do it from wherever we want to be.
Yeah, but by the way, just like cordless phones are cool again, maybe 70's the new Kiss cool morning show age.
Like the retro grandma on the top 40 station.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You call you grandpa or whatever nickname.
Let's start writing it into our contracts
Nona?
now.
Right? Because it's so retro. It's so
out
there.
The hip grandma DJ.
It is kind of funny. I think
all
it
the
would
90s
be
fashion came back.
fun to get a 70-year-old's perspective on. Like my dad texted me about the Will Chris Rock stuff on Tuesday. Like that's when he was hearing about it. I was like, that's retired life,
I actually like it.
Mm-hmm.